Well, hello there. Welcome to ETR, your Monday night Realm of Collectors podcast. My name is Christopher. Joining me tonight are my associates from the ETR crew. Let's do.
What the hell are we doing?
Let's do this. Things have changed a bit here on Monday nights. Thank you for your 5 years of loyalty. Those of you that have suffered through 5 years of this. We're going to change some things around. And one thing we're going to change is you're not going to get so much news from us anymore. We think that there's plenty of people doing the news and probably doing it better than us. We have leaned on the news for a long time. And this show was started to be about the community, about the realm. And that's what we're going to get back to. So we are going to bring you a condensed news. We're going to try to, our goal is to do a 10 minutes or less, around 10 minutes for each of the three news segments, being the robot news. Now you're not going to use the soundboard. The figure news and the elite news. So that's going to give us more time to interact with you, the realm, and whether through the chat and also through some of our new stuff we have. We're now, as last week we demonstrated, we can take phone calls. So we have a cool subject tonight. What we're trying to do is use our Facebook group. If you're not a member, please join. It's Realm of Collectors on Facebook. And we're going to look for hot topics in there, and we're going to talk about them here on the show. So tonight we're talking about the debacle that has been, and the beauty of as well, of G.I. Joe Classified, the new 6-inch line. From,
Yo, Joe!
Yes. That's great. That's great.
Fancy.
The new 6-inch line from Hasbro. So some things are going to change, and some things are going to stay the same. So let's go around the yard here and see who's with us tonight. In his Fortress of Solitude with his lonely castle, Mr. Brian Brink.
What's up, people? I've been drinking, so just sorry. Hey, I want you guys to know, I don't know if you already knew this or not, but a ring of kielbasa counts as one serving. Just want to let you know.
kidding.
Yes.
Is that the more you know kind of
It
thing?
is. It is the more
okay,
you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You're really on that kielbasa train, huh?
Yeah, my stomach is, my pants are getting a little tight here. It's not good. It's,
Brian, when
so
you buy
well.
kielbasa, do you buy it like, in like an old Tom and Jerry cartoon where there's these strings of sausages? Is that how they come where you buy them?
They do not come that way, and I'm glad, because I'd have to be on one of them cholesterol medicines, I think, as a result of that.
Yeah, or you may have the gout. One of those two
Or
things
that too.
could possibly occur. Mr. Dust Mites.
Yo, what is up? Welcome to ETR. The best part of your Monday. We're keeping that. I'll fight you guys for that one.
Hey, I'm in.
Still new. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Good.
Ooh, hot one today over here, 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweat mites.
It's humid.
A little humid. My freezers are going down left and right at work. It's been fucking crazy. I'm just fucking trying to brush it off and hang out with you guys. I'm so excited and happy to be here.
I will say it was Alabama hot today.
Yeah,
It was really bad.
It was.
Really hot, but
Talcum powder hot?
possibly hot.
Far beyond
hot.
the talcum powder.
Yeah.
Far beyond.
There's not enough Argo in the world.
Hey, up next is
Old school.
our
Cornstarch.
superstar from Tuesdays and the host of Verbally Challenged. Here from BX. What's up, dude?
What is up, guys? Happy Monday. Like Brian, I'm also drinking, but I think I'm way behind him in that regard. So I'm going to try to catch up with you.
Me too. This is my first
Should be
one.
So,
Should be a fun night.
Yeah, and like Dust, I also had a busy day, so I'm gonna try to knock these back fast. And
That's it,
furious.
man. Erase it. Let's erase it. I just slid through the door about 45 an hour ago, so I'm trying to catch up to Brian. Brian's been drinking since 3
Let's
p.m.
have some fun tonight.
yesterday.
I've also heard if you can get 6 shots in one cup, it counts as one drink, right, Brink?
Oh, I've heard that.
It's sort of like the Kobasa, right?
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Wow. Kielbasa and
Jose knows
vodka.
all about that. Those Long Island iced teas he likes to drink.
Yep.
Is that what you got tonight? You doing any
Unfortunately,
iced teas?
haven't had one of those in a long time.
Dude.
No, I usually get that at the bar, but it's been a while, you know. So vodka and
You're just waiting on the Applebee's
Orange
to
juice.
open, right?
yep.
The first meetup, we're all getting wrecked. What toy show? We're hanging out right here. 6 feet away from each other.
Can't wait.
Yelling at each other across the restaurant.
We're going to need a stadium to get all of us in there. 6 feet, if we stay 6 feet.
Yeah, we'll have to rent a ballpark.
Well, there's plenty available. They
Now
might give us a
rounding
good
around
rate.
second base.
It's very
Didn't
true.
somebody post an ad for a toy show today?
Yeah, it's
In the
the
group?
Wayne Toy Show is firing up on the 5th of July. I saw that little Wayne show.
Wow.
Oh, Little Wayne for sure.
Why does my head look so big?
It's
The
tight
first
in there.
one is always, yeah, that's going to be an interesting. Let us know how it is, Brian.
Yeah. Dom will be there. Dom will
Dude,
be
you know
there.
what? It's like if at work I'm fucking elbow to elbow with the same amount of people I would be at a toy show if everybody social distanced themselves. So,
Right.
You know, what am I gonna do?
But now you're surrounding yourself with in an enclosed space with the most unhygienic people in the world.
Yeah, well, that's what you get there. That's what you get.
Yeah.
The not so clean.
Dirty.
Jan,
dirty.
how are you?
I'm trying not to lose it too much because this is really, really hilarious. I'm thinking like the BO and all that, like it's got my head turned. Anyway, I'm actually doing pretty good. Everything's kind of slowly starting to go back to some semblance of normalcy around here. So, not sick anymore. Everything's kind of like, hey, yeah, everything. I'm feeling good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, happy to be here.
I have a question about mask etiquette. If I am in public and another man has on enough cologne that I can smell it through my mask, is he wearing too much cologne or do I need a thicker mask?
Yet another question.
Both.
If you're in the bank drive-through and the woman in the car next to you who has her window down on the opposite side of the car and you can smell her perfume, does she have too much perfume on?
Well, here's the thing. The reason why people are slathering up in this stuff is because no one's showering anymore. So what do you want to smell?
You know,
And it depends. Was it White Diamonds by
No.
Elizabeth Taylor? No.
it's a lot of we have a lot of seniors in my store, and they really put it on really thick, right? And they walk past me. I feel like I'm a fly that just flew through a fucking cloud of decon, or
Yes.
something like Ray defogger. I'm like, I said, who is she fucking trying to attract? The Grim Reaper.
Here, Dust, here's how it works.
Right.
The day you smell that and say, "Ooh, what's that?"
Yeah,
you
that's-
know you're old.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That's it. I'm
Oh, what
done.
is that?
He's
It
out.
definitely gets on that level of like almost like bee spray, like bee killer. You get close to that edge with the
Oof.
perfume, and then it's like, oof. Yeah.
Oofa. Hoo-ah.
I think someone said it in the chat. I think sometimes it's a cover up for other smells. It may be body odor. It may be booty odor. It may be
Maybe.
sticky odor. Who knows?
Right.
Or
right.
maybe their Depends undergarments full.
Did you guys run out of those over the?
No, I don't think we had an issue with anything like that or diapers at all. So
Okay,
we're good on
good.
that sense.
'Cause that would have been brutal.
Yeah, the diapers. We never ran out of diapers.
I love this question. Nightwing, I'm just asked if you walk through a drive-through, is it still a drive-through? And I've seen people do this right now in the bank, like drive-through
geez.
line.
They walk up to it.
With their dogs and everything. Like,
I was gonna say, don't most drive-throughs have this sign on them? Like, for your safety and ours, we won't service people who walk up to the. No. Okay.
Shan, you live in a very odd part of Pennsylvania.
it's
Shout out to
Very
Steelton,
strange.
Pennsylvania.
it's actually yeah. Well, I mean, it is South Central Pennsylvania, so it's very
Oh,
strange.
South Central.
No. Whoa. Oh, hold on. Let me load up a gunshot. South Central.
I'm
Little
pretty sure.
strange,
Pretty
little
sure I've
strange.
heard some hip hop songs about South Central.
Different South Central. This is South Central Pennsylvania. The home of the summer teeth. Some are
Right.
there, some are not.
I mean, Fisher just said people go through the McDonald's drive-through on horseback in his area. So, I mean,
Wow.
you know,
Well, you know, I
Wow.
believe after being up near you one time, Jan, we were on our way home and stopped somewhere to get a coffee, and the grocery store had horse and buggy corrals.
yeah.
So
For
it's,
the Amish out there, the Amish.
We actually just saw Friday the like 4 or 5 young Amish gentlemen like on the recumbent bikes whizzing past the gas station. I was like, wow, they're really moving.
Wow.
probably too fast for their business.
Yeah,
Tyler,
probably.
how are you, man? You seem lost, or something's lost. Is it?
well, no-
is there a bat in your room or something?
No, I paused the print for somebody that's now been going for 8 hours, and it started to peel off the bed because I hit pause. So I'm panicking right now, trying to find packing tape or duct tape or something.
8
to
hours.
tape it down with.
That thing's been running for 8 hours?
Yep.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, that's why I'm a
longer
little
than that.
flighty right now.
I'm sorry.
All good.
Other than that, how are you, Tyler?
I'm good. Another day in paradise. My ass has been in the seat since like 7:30 this morning. So, yeah.
No,
Wow.
that's
So, yeah. So I'm now looking at office chairs with air conditioning. It's a thing.
It's a thing?
It's a
Are you
thing.
serious?
Thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
They're ventilated with
Yep.
air?
get one of
heaters
those.
and air conditioners.
Tyler, just get one of them chairs that has the mesh on the bottom, and then the back. And then your ass will
Yeah.
And they
breathe.
just tape 2 fans to it.
May
Or
have
just have
to.
when your kids come dump ice water over your head every couple hours.
I just had the idea of like those little battery operated fans,
Yeah,
like duct taping 2 of those to like the bottom of the chair.
Or just get like knee pads, then attach them to the knee pads, and you just hold, blowing the air around.
you guys are working too hard.
Yeah, too much.
Definitely.
Or just
all
get
good.
out of the chair every once in a while.
That'll do it. Get
Yeah.
up, stretch, dude. That's why this desk if I'm stuck here all day. Thank you very much, Frosted Flakes, senior, junior graphic designer here at. I guess he's on the intern program at End of the Round. He made our new
Yes,
logo.
man. Shout out to Frosted Flakes for sending over that ETR little logo through behind that that splash,
Behind
that
that
G.I.
old
Joe
school
splash, and it was a Dust Mites Mason Frosted
go.
Flakes collaboration there. It's a remix.
Really?
I'm letting Frosted Flakes know now the pay grade is the same for all of us, so you'll make the exact same thing I do for doing all this work.
Yep.
Yeah, you can put it on your resume.
Tell them I'll hit them up every Thursday for ideas.
Yeah, every Thursday we need a new logo, a new 3-letter logo. And hey, you can put it on your resume as you work for a nonprofit that helps sheltered people meet each other.
Yes.
'Cause that's what the round's all about.
And taught some people how to wear deodorant.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
We hope.
yeah, that is the key. That is the key here. So, I've been doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
I was going to, but there's too much chatter about logo design. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Hey, Chris, I'm gonna ask you how you're doing, and then I'm gonna walk away. But I really do care.
Okay. Cool. That's fair. That is a
He gets the long laugh.
that is a ridiculously long laugh track. Been doing good. Been keeping busy with this new pre-order we got going, and work is gearing back up a lot more now. So Yeah, we can start traveling some a little bit now, so things will be changing for me a bit on that end, but it'd be nice to get out of the house.
Yeah, I was in contact with my barber today.
Oh, yeah?
He's like, call
Ooh.
me. We'll get an appointment. I sent him a picture.
Did you send him
I
the
said,
picture?
I said, Joe, you got to hook me up, man. I'm dying here. So I'm going to call him tomorrow, try to get in there.
Well, that's good.
Now I don't want to lose it. I want to keep it. I want to keep it for another month.
Yeah.
You should do
You're
it.
going this far. Might as well keep going.
Jesus, shatter on the headset.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, he didn't mute.
He didn't
that before
mute.
He walked away, didn't he?
Nah, he
No,
didn't. He
there's-
didn't mute at all before he left.
Not a bit of mute when he was fumbling that
No
headset.
mute from Tyler's end for that one. Zero.
I think he muted
Now
it
he's muted. Now he's muted.
Zero
Oh,
mutes
man.
given.
Welcome to ETR.
Well- That's right, ETR.
This is how we're doing things.
So, we are changing some things. We are changing. One thing we're not going to change, Dust,
No way.
is what'd you get? Okay. Let's go around here and tell everybody what you spent money on either now or in the past that just might have come in right this week. Brian Brink.
Yo, Dust, I like that
What'd you
beat.
get?
Funny thing, I've been watching some old school Star Trek movies lately, so I kind of dig that little.
Oh, with the.
Yep, I dig it. So I got in a little pile of loot this week.
Yeah, you got
Very
a
nice.
big pile of loot in.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Ooh. Very nice.
Fancy, man. Fancy.
So I finally got the Fans Toys Iceman, which was really good. I dig it a lot. Let's see here. I got some Diaclone stuff. I won't bore you with that because it just goes up there.
Who got the free feedback? I'm just curious.
Let's see. I got an undamaged 40th anniversary Bespin Luke, or is it Dagobah Luke, or is it Bespin Luke? He wears it on both, but I don't know.
He wears it well.
I forgot that I had thrown the Ectotron in my pile of loot. That's the Ghostbuster Transformer. And,
Not the Prime, the Ecto, right?
yeah, the Ecto.
For sure.
And I picked up that Perfect Effect God Force armor, which was fun, and the MMC Cylindrus, which I always liked and always wanted to pick up because he's Roller. He's Prime's buddy. And I wish I had waited for a little more with clearance on that, though. I forgot how much. MMC is just a really nice chug, you know. And I picked up a Zelda art and artifacts book.
Ooh, I love that book. I have that
Yeah,
book.
I haven't cracked it open yet. I'm looking forward to that. And
Is it artifacts of art of facts?
art and artifacts? Art and artifacts.
Yeah.
Artifacts.
And believe it or not, one of my favorite pickups in that was the X-Transbots Boost. The
Ooh.
old wind charger again. I picked them up again after selling them.
How them feet?
Oh, they're
feet.
good. And this is the latest version, so the gray is actually really gray, and the reds actually match really well on this one compared to the first version.
It is a good red. A very, very good red.
And
Good pigment.
funny thing, I've been collecting these things and selling them, and I just recently reacquired Brawn and Beachcomber again, and this right here, I didn't realize it at first, but this actually completes all of the Masterpiece Autobots that I had set out to collect all those years ago.
Nice.
So yeah, it was. And now that it's actually like complete, I kind of don't care about picking up any of the new ones. All right, Chris, I'm almost done.
Your achievement
Oh,
there
thanks.
is listen, I never made a list, but I sure shit did make it till the end of whatever it was, so
Gotcha.
kudos to you.
And I picked up G.I. Joe Scarlet. Look at that. Isn't she pretty? That's right.
He
This
looks
is,
very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, is that why the Dukes are all sold out on Amazon?
So they sent me a Duke instead of a Scarlet, and then today I got a new envelope. Got a new envelope because
Yeah.
I asked for another
They-
one, and I haven't.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, you're gonna open it live?
Yeah. Here we
Do
go.
it.
Did they get it right? Did they get it right? Ah, they got it right.
Yes.
I was so hoping I'd get another Duke.
I left it. I didn't want to spoil your surprise there, so I didn't mention it. What else, Brian?
And that be it. That be
Okay.
it.
All right. Dust.
Yo, what did I get? My furniture came in today in a big
Ooh,
box with a lot of tape and a lot of broken spots, and I'm sure it's probably going to have one leg missing on everything, no hardware, and I'll probably be putting this set together with duct tape. So shout out to FedEx and shout out to Walmart for sending me a boosted set, but I don't know. I didn't open it yet, so we'll see. I got my grill, since we're talking about whatever. Got my barbecue. I got to put that shit together. The porch is coming around nicely.
Nice.
Any toys? Zero. Nothing on the collector's realm this week. So, gotta get back in there and looking for something different, you know.
Yep.
Well, you know, they
Change
got
it
this
up a little bit.
G.I. Joe line dropping.
Yeah, you know. It's okay.
It's just okay.
It's okay. We'll talk later.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Mr. Hurricane BX.
Harry
what'd you
can.
get?
I actually did get one thing. It's the last of my little blast from the past purchases. It's the Fans Project Quadruple U, which is the Weird Wolf. I was picking up that line because I had never gotten them back in the day. I always thought they looked cool, and you know, during quarantine, just bored, nothing coming out, I wound up grabbing some of those. So that was the last one. That thing took forever to come from Canada, but finally came. It's there. Can't wait to check it out. And that's it. It's been light. It's been light for me.
All right. Chan,
Yes.
what'd you get?
I actually just got some art in that I ordered from Redbubble, that from some friends, from some Realm friends, actually.
Nice.
Realm.
Yeah. I just got this shirt from Crystal
Ooh, look at that.
off her Redbubble.
Nice. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I love her art. And then I got these two prints from her too. This one, you see it?
Yes.
Nice.
And this one. And then this one from Amber Llama.
Llama.
And I got this one. This is, I don't know the person that did this, but I got this one off of Redbubble too.
Face down, ass up. Never mind.
Yeah, baby. But yeah,
Oh, boy.
that's what I got this week. And a couple of stickers that a friend of mine sent me. And that's about it.
Cool deal.
Light week.
That's funny. Tyler.
More printing supplies, and I got a new pair of kicks. It's been a long time since I've said that, but
What did you pick up?
you know, I have a thing for crazy and odd shoes, so it's two like OG colorways from 1990, like the Jordan 5 from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air put
Yep.
together. So just keeping the what the collection going.
Nice. I'm so out of the loop on that stuff. I have no idea.
Black metallic silver Jordan 5 and the grape Jordan 5 put together.
I might have just thrown up in my mouth, but I'll put those up. Maybe.
Okay.
All right, next week, throw up noise. Addington. Throw up noise.
What'd you
So, hey,
get, Chris?
Oh, hey, thanks, Brad.
We're keeping that one too.
I also got I got some GI Joes. I got supposed to be Scarlet and Roadblock, it was Duke and Roadblock. Well, they sent me the wrong one, same as Brian. So apparently someone misslotted this. But I did order Duke, and he came by himself on the next day, and then they sent Scarlet. So that all worked out well.
So you got 2 Dukes, 1 Scarlet.
I have a Duke. I have one I have to send back. So, I got the Roadblock as well. They're really good. I'm pretty happy with the way they came out, and I'm excited to talk about that tonight. I picked up in trades really. I have 4 more Gomez figures. I got a Street, an Agent, and 2 Gold Gomez.
Ooh.
Yeah. Retail value $700,000. They're not that. I got something from Mezco, but it's not what I normally would get from Mezco. So they obviously do their doll line, their Living Dead dolls, the little zombie chicks, and then they do licensed stuff. Well, they had this guy pop up on their pre-orders, and I'm like, he's so bizarre looking. I need him in my life. But if you need to get an Owl Man from Mezco, zoom in on me.
Whoa.
They're available on their website.
What is this?
Wow.
A gamma radiated porg.
Is that
It's
real?
Is that
It's a toy.
Mothman?
Is that something? What is
It's
that?
Owl
like a
Man.
voodoo
I don't
doll.
know. It's from Owl Man, but he's creepy as all get out, and yeah, my kids don't like it, so I'm excited about that. And then I got in the first third-party 6-scale figure I've bought, and it is the VTS Toys Revenger, aka Ray Stevenson Punisher from Punisher Warzone. And
How is that thing?
It is great. It is.
It looked pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I mean, getting it all geared up and stuff was a bit of a nightmare with these big, meaty claws, trying to get these little pieces in. But I watched a video, because it didn't come with the directions, from an Asian guy with little bitty hands who was struggling just as hard as I was, so I didn't feel as bad. But it comes with a ton of weapons. It gears up great. I actually got him behind me here in the super light box there, so I got to rearrange my stuff here in some capacity. But I was really happy to get that. I guess I knew it came out but forgot, and I found it on a site called Urban Samurai, which is ages 3 and up, by the way. Because I think it's just like how they buy 6-scale and sell 6-scale stuff. But I got it for a really good price. I mean, the price on the box was more than, well, it was in Canadian, so that may explain it. But I looked around on eBay and I looked at the pricing, and then I just kind of Googled it and found it there. I'm like, well, this seems like a legitimate website, and away it came. So, but yeah, I think that's everything from this week. Yeah, cool. Well, I guess it's time for Poppy.
Oh.
Should we give you a second?
Sure.
Oh, wait a minute. I got something for you.
Ay, papi.
All right.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Poppy Picks. This is the segment where we feature photos from Instagram that have used the hashtag Realm of Collectors. First up from Mr. Realm.
I'm gonna
First
get
up from
that a
Mr.
button.
E-Dub.
We got to get a realm button.
You got to. All right, so from Mr. EDub82, this is a shot of the Fig Arts Spider-Man. Looks like it's from, I don't know, Far From Home maybe? Or the first one?
I think Far From Home.
Looks pretty good. Got him swinging through the forest there. Pretty cool looking shot.
It's a good outdoor shot. Good lighting in the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Caught the trees pretty good.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that scene from Infinity War when he came to help Tony in the park.
Yep.
So,
I
looks
was going Spider-Verse on the chase scene.
Yeah,
Nice.
that too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next one up from Kurt Wagner, 75. This is a shot of this is Black Widow, I believe, doing some espionage stuff, stealing some files there and sneaking out the window. Nice real AC
window.
VA style shot. What do you
Win.
think? Did she wear gray like that? I always thought she was like in a black suit. Oh.
It's a comic version that's out. Yeah, I guess she does some gray shenanigans and some white shenanigans and some black shenanigans.
I think
Interesting.
she'd take pictures of those things and have them on microfilm and not have to carry the papers around.
Microfiche. It's microfiche.
Would you say on March 17th she has shamrocks and shenanigans?
I don't know.
Probably.
Anybody?
When it's time to rock a funky joint, I'm on point. Sorry.
Hey. All right. Next one up from Rejoice Figure Photography. I don't know if I don't know what this figure is, but I thought it looked pretty cool. Also,
Needs more
AC.
guns.
Yep. Oh, look. It's got 2 in the holster. 3. Is that 3 in the holster?
Some Rob Liefeld holsters right there, buddy.
I'm counting up approximately 6 holsters.
Extra big.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I like the blam blam effects right there. Looks pretty cool.
What is this cowboy?
Blindfold the cowboy.
It's a blindfolded cowboy. Someone in the chat.
Yeah. I don't know.
No idea.
Old cowboy. Yeah, someone in the chat, tell us who this is.
All right, next one up from Hawk Rising Studios. I thought this was a nice shot of Professor X and Magneto looking like they're discussing, debating their differences on how they should deal with mutant kind. Nice, simple, clean.
Do you think this is before the wheelchair thing? Or it's like, hey, hey, Eric,
Superpowers
before you
activate.
leave, can you give me a hand and pull me off this bench?
Yeah.
Here all night.
It's got the wheelchair part to the side. Yeah, cool shot though. Nice, clean. Nice diorama. The bench they're sitting on.
Yeah.
Which Magneto is that? Did they actually put one out like that, or is that
No,
just a body and a
that's-
head?
It looks
Yeah,
like
I
Old Man
believe
Logan,
that's the-
right?
Bruce Banner body with the Magneto head that came with the. Well, it was the black costumed Magneto that came out a couple years ago.
Black costume Magneto.
The Toys R Us one?
No,
Wasn't he in black?
I think I have that one.
you probably do. It was the alternate head for that. I think, unless they haven't put out another Magneto, have they?
The family pack with
No, it wasn't in the family pack because I never had that, but I had that head at some point.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
looks good.
I actually have it right here.
Right.
That one.
Yeah, there's an alternate head. I
Right
think.
here.
Is that? Yep, there we go.
there it is.
Did JD like run that down the stairs to you?
No, it was sitting on a table. We just got him in the mail like a week ago, I think. Maybe 2
Oh,
weeks
wow.
ago. From Mike Wells, actually.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's Rogue War in the chat.
That is Rogue War in the
Rogue
chat.
War. Shout out to Rogue War. Oh,
I gotta change the setting on that.
all right. And last shout out from 81_loyalty. Thought this was a cool shot. It looks like a McFarlane's figure. Looks like it could be a Cygor or one of those other random like animal type figures that he put out with a cool looking background there.
Yeah, man.
I think that's the modern Cygor.
Nice, cool, gothic looking shot to me.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
looks in the back, kind of looks like Kong, like the King Kong setting, the jungle. Does that looks like there's a waterfall, or he's inside the waterfall, maybe, in a cavern?
Oh.
It's like a dilapidated temple of some kind. It's like a World War II scene, maybe. Like,
Yeah, like a skyscraper with like nature grown in it.
Dilapidated temple.
Planet of the Apes.
I'm writing that down. That's a song title right there.
So if you guys want to be featured here on Enter the Realm, all you got to do is a couple of things. Post a toy photo on Instagram and make sure you use that hashtag Realm of Collectors. Realm. Follow the Realm of Collectors hashtag so don't miss out on any of those great photos. And most importantly, have fun. You can check these out on our Instagram at Realm of Collectors and on our website, realmofcollectors.com. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jose.
No problem.
Well, looks like I got about 10 minutes.
Oh, you're up for the challenge?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's see here. I got a fancy new setup today, so I'm just going to try not to burn the building down. I think we got it.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is.
We should do a contest to name this guy.
I was just name him Asian Kid Matt. Be done with it.
Ayo. Just call him Ayo.
Ayo. All right, let's take a look here. We're gonna try to do this in about 10 minutes. Shout out to Jeremy B for the amended portion of this. Some of this is last week's news. Some of it's from this week. So we just kind of crammed it together. So let's get started here.
It's like 8:41.
There we go. All right, up first is from Tamashi Nations. This is the SH Figure Arts. Hey, it's 10 minutes, not 10 seconds. The Tony Stark from. This is the Birth of Iron Man edition. So this is a 12 scale figure. I believe it's a web exclusive, $82. Pre-orders are live. It actually comes with a bunch of different parts here, so you can make the Tony in the suit and also the Tony in the cave.
Wow.
Some different faces, the upper body changes, smartphone, the anvil hammer, and then the Mark I mask. It's pretty cool. So this is the Mark III from that same kind of set, I guess. This is the Birth of Iron Man edition. So this is the Mark III they've had before, but this is a battle damage version with an additional paint job. This is a heavy die cast in the legs for more stable posing. It's going to also come with a Stark Industries flight stand, and this guy will run you, let's make it a little bigger. This guy will run you $67, but no date announced on that one yet. But looking pretty good. I saw some side-by-sides with the old one, and definitely is a different look for it. Okay, so this is from Diamond Select. This is the Marvel Select Marvel Comics Taskmaster figure. So this is one of those ones you'll be able to get at your local comic shop or at your Disney stores and whatnot. Have these sometimes, like Barnes and Noble and places like that will have them as well. So an annoying 7.5 inches tall, $35. Comes with a classic portrait, a modern portrait. So you get the mask here, and then you also get the skull head, sword, shield, pistol, swap outs, hands, and some arrows. And it comes in a box. Got that lovely Disney logo right there, which makes everybody's dreams come true. Up next is McFarlane. Why is it? Oh no!
What the hell is this?
So I'm going to tell you exactly what this is, Brian Brink. This is the DC McFarlane Toys Multiverse Dark Knights metal figures. So these are the figures from that crazy ass story where you got the Batman Who Laughs and all those other characters. These are just in line size-wise with the rest of what they've been doing, 7 inches, $20, fall release. So we've got the Grim Knight, who is this guy here, and that is the catalyst for the Batman Who Laughs. He comes with a shit ton of weapons. It says a weapons arsenal that goes on his back figure stand. So all this gear. This actually looks pretty good, man.
That's a lot of weapons, man.
That's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Wow.
People are going to go crazy getting this and using those, for other people.
My Batman doesn't use guns.
That's right. Not this Batman. That Batman definitely.
Oh no! Did you see that?
What?
What?
What do we say?
The guns on his backpack are not individual.
Oh yeah, we know.
You thought they were all one.
No, I'm fine. I'm still
this is
fine. With
useless.
it.
It's McFarlane, man. They fold out to wings. That's his
Yeah.
wings.
That's what it is.
God.
All right, so this is the Dawnbreaker from Batman 32. I guess it's some psycho version of Batman as one of the Green Lanterns.
Like a silver
Same
horn.
deal with that one, and this one is this is the Murder Machine, guys. Murder Machine from Earth 44. Yeah, he doesn't come with anything, just his bad self.
Is that the symbiote on his arm? What
No,
is
it's
that?
Cthulhu. Cthulhu has possessed him, but just his hand. And then we're getting they're calling this the Devastator.
The Stone
But-
Troll Batman.
Yeah,
This
this
looks
is-
like
it looks
Bat-
like not apocalypse.
Doomsday and
Doomsday.
Batman have
Yeah.
love child.
Yeah, I think that may be what this ends up being from that crazy ass story. So
Crazy.
yeah, those are coming out. Those are supposed to be out in the fall here.
Clogging up Walmart shelves in the fall.
Yeah. I will tell you that if you're looking for some of these McFarlane Batman figures, I've seen them in Walmart in like the section where they keep the NECA stuff now, which is like where they kept the pops, kind of in the electronics. So if you're looking for these and you can't find them, they might have gotten misplaced and put there by mistake. Yep. So this is the 1990 movie Turtles box set.
Ooh.
This is let's see. I don't know what the box, where you get the box exactly. Oh, it's the old school figures. Yeah. So this is going to be released at some point. I would imagine it's an exclusive. I'm not exactly sure that it is, but it's pretty cool that they're doing like the actual old school cards for you and everything with the figures and the horrible little peg stands.
This does seem like it would be like a SDCC
Yeah.
exclusive.
It does.
Oh, yeah, the whole box
but-
set.
And it might have been meant to be. Who knows? 5 minutes left. Okay, we'll get the hustle on here.
These
But
are
there they
cool,
are. And here's your movie Turtles. These are the re-releases. Now Walmart's gonna get them. So $50 each for the Turtle 2-pack. So this is the third time you're getting a chance to buy these.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that they're gonna open it up one more time because most people really rave about this set of figures. That gives everybody that didn't get it an opportunity. So kudos to NECA and whatever crazy agreements they have with these retailers to get this stuff out the way they do.
They are
Is this-
super nice figures.
Is this another store exclusive?
So it says they're Walmart. So these are going to be Walmart. So
what
the
I-
Turtles are expected in July. They're doing the Army Builder here, the Foot Soldier, 2 for $50. And those are going to be September, it says.
Yeah, from what I understand, movie is Walmart and comic and Toon are Target.
Okay. So we're getting from NECA, this is Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, Super Shredder, a.k.a. Big Sexy, a.k.a. Big Daddy Diesel, a.k.a. Kevin Nash, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool the way they've done the line. This is supposed to be an August release. It is a Walmart exclusive, 7 inches. Don't have a price yet. I would imagine it's $30 if I'm guessing because it looks like it's a pretty big unit. Up next is NECA's King Kong figure. This is coming out in September, 8 inches tall, $24.99. And yeah, it's a lot of King Kongs out there lately.
King Kong playing ping pong with his.
And then my pick of the week. So
Is this to go with your Bob Ross to complete your PBS Saturday afternoon?
your PBS Saturday White Man Afro kit. We're getting a 8-inch clothed action figure of Richard Simmons. That's right. So we're getting a September release, 8 inches tall as that line is for them. You get 2 head sculpts. This one they're both wild. Yeah, you think it would be cheaper because there's not a lot of soft goods to be had here, but they
Wow.
did great on the expressions. I
Uh-huh.
mean, those are
How many-
great.
How many more outfits are we gonna get on
I don't
this
know.
thing?
My main question is who's going to army build these? That'd be some creepy toy photography. All right, Mortal
Can we get
Kombat.
a Crashbox Customs aerobic studio?
If you buy, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, let me keep rolling here. McFarlane Toys. These are Mortal Kombat 11 figures. This is Katana and Baraka. I don't know. That's all there is there. And this crazy ass thing is Conan from Super 7. It's supposed to look kind of like it's old Masters of the Universe figure. That's why it has these crazy ass proportions. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
All right. A couple more things here. Mezco's releasing a Beetlejuice, which is one of the large figures, 28 points. I'm sorry, 11 points of articulation. This thing's 15 inches tall. It's $100. Looking at fourth quarter release, it's got sounds and everything.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna get it for my wife for Christmas because she loves Beetlejuice.
Oh wow.
She loves Beetlejuice. All right, Mezco. This is already come and gone. Sorry if you missed it. This is the Christopher Reeve Superman that they put it for pre-order back. I don't know. It's been a week and a half ago now, but you know how these things go pretty quick. So there's some pictures of him. They've done a lot of Photoshop there, and we're done.
Wow.
Boom.
How did I do, boys and girls?
Yeah.
1 minute under.
Good. Very
Yeah,
good.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
You
All
got
right.
enough time to do the spiel.
54
That's right.
seconds.
Okay. Wow. Let's see. Who's? I know it's not a contest. It's not a race. But who wants to go next, gentlemen? Who wants to beat my time of 9 minutes flat? I will mention while you guys are figuring that out. I ended up watching way too many episodes of something on Netflix called The Floor is Lava.
Oh, the kids and I were watching that yesterday, actually.
What is
Wow.
that?
It's basically an obstacle course with all these puzzles built into it, and the floor is lava. Literally, they have like boiling red liquid, and if you fall in it, and the way they film it, like if you fall in it, you just disappear.
That sounds cool. That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
It's adult Double Dare.
It's basically what it is. With
Yeah,
some puzzles.
basically like that. And what was that? The Japanese samurai thing where they ran through the courses or whatever it was
Yeah.
called.
I love that.
Yeah,
Kind of
something like
has a Legend of the Hidden Temple vibe to it. Like they
Yes,
gotta get
exactly.
certain things. Yeah.
That's exactly what my wife said. She's like, "Wasn't this a Nickelodeon show?" Some of it is kind of.
You know what started all that was like old school American Gladiators. Remember
Oh, yeah.
American Gladiators?
I
Oh,
love
that was
that. Yeah,
shit,
to
man.
watch that. Yeah.
Dude. That
They
was
were
some
brutal
shit.
in there. You know, they do some shows similar to that now, like the Titan games. And have you guys watched Tag? Have you seen that?
I saw
No.
the preview. I saw a commercial for it.
That is wild. They have like these parkour runners on there and stuff, and it's crazy how they
Imagine
get
doing
around.
American Gladiators now. Those guys would get their asses kicked. Back then, no. I always wanted to get to the end of that gun. You shoot the
Yeah,
gun.
the big.
I
Nerf
wouldn't even
gun.
get past walking across the fucking pole.
Right? Yeah.
I couldn't even. I wouldn't even been able to get to the studio. I would have been out. All right, I've been trying to extend this to find what we're doing.
All right, banter boys activate. Who's going next?
I'll go. We can save
All right.
robots. I was just having flashbacks of the Super Nintendo or it wasn't Super Nintendo Power Pad, the American Gladiators games.
Yeah. I remember
Saturday
that.
morning.
You had that?
Yeah,
Oh,
way
man.
back in the day.
Wow.
All right.
Let's roll it.
All right. Hopefully this thing will work.
That's the spirit.
There we go. I've been having nothing but internet issues today, guys. I'm sorry. All right.
Okay.
It's a mad world.
It is. All right. So we got a couple prints that I thought were kind of cool. This one by R.O.C. So the Justice Battle. So you kind of got your old school Justice League versus the Legion of Doom.
Who's the green guy in the front?
Isn't that Brainiac? Is that Brainiac?
I would assume so.
Look at the red dot on his head. Looks like Brainiac and Luther.
Beetlejuice.
It's just not right. You know, wouldn't you have Luther facing off against Superman and then the Joker facing off against Batman?
I mean, Luther's right there. I don't even see Joker in this. Where
Luther and Batman are rivals, though. Bruce Wayne, Lex Luthor, LexCorp. You know.
Well, this is apparently from a certain piece of fiction. Wait, is that not the Joker dead center in the back with his arms up?
I think so, yeah.
It's the blind leading the
Ah,
blind.
nice call there, Chris.
So all of your favorite DC heroes and villains. And then typical R.O.C. style, these will come numbered and hand signed, so they're not cheap. So starting at $150 and going up. So all right. And then we got this one of the Dark Phoenix.
Ooh, that's sweet.
Oh, yes. I love that.
Yeah, so this one's pretty cool. So a couple different options. Your glycol paper, and then it actually is
What's a
gonna come-
Gilsilly? What is that?
That is the printing method and the ink that's used on the paper. So it's basically a non-acid is part of it. so you don't have to worry about it deteriorating over time.
Or making you high if you lick it.
Sure.
I have a question about that now.
Oh.
Looks dope.
What's your question, Chris?
Sorry, I unplugged my mic. Does anybody have comic books like from the 80s and 90s that have just completely deteriorated because of all that acid in those backer boards?
Not me. You got to swap them out every couple of years. It's a lot of
just
work.
saying. I'm just
Big
saying.
investment.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying it's a myth.
I'm saying it's bullshit.
Ooh, he's calling bullshit on that one.
Calling it.
Bullshit on the.
We got
the
a
whole
flag
comic
on the
industry.
field there.
That's right. Laying them out.
All right. On to 6 scale news. Got a little bit this week. So we got Loki from Endgame. So for people that missed out, kind of similar to what they did with the Steve Rogers, they're just putting out the figure again and updating it with a better head sculpt. So there's a little bit of sourness in the 1/6 scale community about this one. Womp womp.
The
So
community's always sour about something.
exactly, and then it comes with a few extra accessories here, so you can see from that extra scene with the at the end of the movie. So
What I love about the 6
Spoilers.
scale community is anytime Hot Toys announces a new figure, in the comments people say dumb shit like, "When are you ever going to release those Valerium figures?" and shit like that, because people are just on pins and needles waiting on those from that movie that did $8.
right. So you can see the updated head sculpt. I think they did a pretty good job capturing what's his name, Tom
Yeah.
Littleson,
Huddle show.
whatever it is.
Huddle.
So comes with everything you see here: 2 scepters, the daggers that he tried to stab Thanos with. So Tesseract, the metal. What do you want to call it? It's a ball gag. Let's just call it what it is. All right. And then on to statue news. So sticking with our Samurai Batman topic that we've been talking, it seems like at least the last couple of weeks we keep getting more and more product out of this thing. So this time we're looking at the deluxe version from Primewood Studios
Hey
of the
everybody.
Joker.
Oh, sorry, wrong deluxe.
Aw. So there is a regular version of this. I didn't put it in here, but the regular version will run you about $1,200. Yeah. So for the deluxe version, you can get that kind of circular background, and then you get a couple of accessory pieces, like the Joker mask you see there.
I just can't imagine there's people that are this passionate about this piece of fiction. Now, I could be completely wrong, but I just don't see this being something that the normal Batman fan is going to want.
I think
Crazy
it's
people out there.
I think they're reversing it, Chris. I think this extra stuff, these statues, are supposed to drum up interest in watching the movie. Maybe. I don't know.
So, just so I'm clear, a $1,499 statue
For
is
$299
supposed to drive me
stream?
to even best case go to Best Buy, have to ask if they have it, and buying a physical copy for $14.
Right. It's like
Okay, I
it's like
got
when
you.
a movie wins an Oscar. You're like, oh, I should probably go see that. Like, this is a really good looking Oscar statue. I mean,
I think you've been going to a different Oscars than I have, buddy.
Now presenting tonight's award, Brian Brink.
Please insert $1,500 into your television now to see the results. Woo-wee.
Did
That's
you give
it.
up? Did you give up?
I'm done.
Oh wow!
5 minutes. I'm done.
Wow!
Wow.
Beat that.
Well, I mean, how many angles of the Joker statue did we really need to see, right? Well, I
Still
guess
learning.
that means there's only one thing left to do.
And we're out.
Let's talk about, really quickly, some robots.
all right. There we go.
Can we get a beer count real quick?
Yeah, can we?
Think I'm on 5, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm on your left.
Yeah. Hey, You guys remember Sleep Mode Optimus Prime? Well, they're calling this alternate universe Optimus Prime, and the only reason why I'm putting this in here is because I want you guys to know that it is an Amazon exclusive, and that's the only place you can go get it. So go get it if you can find it. Here's the packaging. Look, it has this on there, and then there you go. Hey, do you guys remember?
Where would you
Well,
get
hey,
that?
hang on.
Where would you get that?
Hang on. Which version of Prime is this?
And
The
how much is that
Earthrise.
going?
That's the Earthrise.
Earthrise.
So this
It's
is
got
the
a new
same.
head sculpt. I mean, it looks really good, to be honest.
Is this the same one that came with the trailer?
Yes. Yeah. And it comes with a trailer.
It comes with like a white trailer. That makes no sense. Why did they not just sell the cab?
Shouldn't he have a gunshot wound on his lower left side?
Well, look, they kind of put it there. They kind of got it.
Kind
there.
of.
Tyler,
sorta.
what do you, Tyler, what do you want? What do you want from this company? Let's be honest. You're really stretching them thin here, buddy.
Tyler wants the dinger to go off, so he wants.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Is
And
this,
look,
is,
here's his
Go,
sad
Brian,
friend.
go.
We
Go,
got 10
Brian,
minutes
go.
here.
I kind of think the packaging's the coolest part. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
looks-
you know, I've heard that. People see, like, look at his friends looking at him dying, reflecting in his chest.
is it $50
Windows all
also?
cracked up. That's when Prime said, "Fuck it, I'm running over the whole squad." Lost his mind.
You never bend. You never break. You seem to know just what it takes. You're a fighter.
I like this comment. Doodle Cheese says his trailer died too.
What if his trailer didn't die and his trailer is just wherever it is, just waiting on him? And
What
it's
if
the
it-
saddest thing in the world.
Well, I was gonna say, well, all right.
His trailer feels like me when I was 3 years old and my dad never came back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
This is
Christ
buddy.
on a cracker.
This just got really dark.
It is the robot news, people.
All right.
Talking
And,
about
and
sleep
we need
mode
to
time.
stop stalling the robot news.
Yeah.
He got over it.
All right. Studio Series Devastator.
Sorry.
You guys know what's
Is this-
missing here, don't you?
Yes.
The balls.
The balls.
Someone to buy it.
That's right. Someone out there called ST Life is printing up some balls for them.
AKA no.
Wow.
There they are.
Yeah, look at
they
that.
jingle and jangle.
Uh,
Good to go.
All right. So
Easy
I'm
to-
officially.
Just what you needed.
I'm pulling out
Whoa,
cancel
whoa, hold
culture
on,
on the
hold
3D
on, hold
printing
on.
community. Officially.
I'm putting a pause on the news right now. Pause the news. This motherfucker right here, Chat Wigan, wants to say, "Way to bring things down, Dust." With my
Oh,
dad's
you mean-
story.
You mean Captain
Who is the
Womp Womp?
biggest Debbie Downer womp womp ever in the chat? All right, Chat Wigan. I've got my eyes on you. All right, good to go. Start the clock.
So
Yeah.
what were you saying, Chris? Mention Realm when ordering these, and you get a free gift.
No, I said I'm officially canceling the 3D print community.
Okay.
They jingle.
Yeah.
Is there a video? Tell me there's a video of this.
Oh
thing
yeah.
swaying
I
back
mean,
and
I don't.
forth.
I don't have it, but you gotta go find
And he
it.
clangs them back and forth like kabangers. Remember kabangers? Kabangers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One you walk, kabangers.
Oh,
When you
boy.
talk, they won't chip, chatter, or peel or no. And in the dark light, kabangers will glow. Kabangers.
I have no idea what
Don't
what you're
remember
talking
that?
about.
You don't remember well, I did grow up in the fucking age of really fucking scary, deadly toys. There were those two big plastic balls or like ceramic balls that you would bang together and you had to go cling, 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 and they go up and down.
Yeah, my
I'm doing a
grandparents-
hand thing and nobody knows. I'll show you guys later.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Back to the balls.
All right,
Okay.
back to balls. That's it for balls.
Hey,
Next up,
real quick. Go back to that real quick. Pause it again. Somebody put this last comment from Buzzsaw Eject on the screen. I just want to make sure everybody's aware that we've just been actually'd about balls on a robot from a movie. They should be slightly different sizes, and one should be lower than the other. You know
My life
that's
story.
that's a sad thing to be able to. Point
I
that out.
I sure hope every time somebody's saying balls, somebody's drinking something, because this is going somewhere. Go on.
I'm having a ball.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
Robot News is now 45 minutes long.
all right. Transform Element, once thought to be dead, but they're not really dead. They're okay. They're putting out a cell-shaded version of their Optimus Prime here.
Of
So.
course.
I wonder what what's his name thinks about that.
Milk that cow.
The guy who does all those. Oh. Who's that skinny guy?
Yeah. He needs more kielbasa in his life, that's for
He
sure.
does. He needs a mustache.
Oh.
And look, they're also making a sticky version. All nice and translucent. Look at that.
That's the full size one, or
The full size, yes.
That's
full
right, I
size
can't
transform
keep up.
element.
okay, great.
Yep, there you go. It's not bad. I actually have an MPP-10 translucent I found this weekend.
Oh wow! You
Nice.
didn't even know you had that. That's a 125 right there.
That thing's fucking super rare
That's a
now.
125
And
right
that's
there.
that's from a company that no longer exists.
That's right. Busted!
They'll be back. They always come back.
And now the what do they call this? The coup de grace or whatever of the news? No, maybe not. But here it is: Transform Element Mirage. Tune tickles. Dust. What do you think? You like
Yeah, I got Sphinx. He's okay.
This is MP.
Yeah.
MP scale? You got it.
This looks like a legend.
Oh, the legends just look good now. That's all.
Then maybe
There he
these should
is.
look better.
Uh-oh.
Looks like a prototype to me.
Yeah, I think it looks more rendery. You know,
Didn't
it
somebody
doesn't
else
look like the
tease a
exact-
Mirage?
Actually, Fans Toys, right?
There you go. That's all you need.
Not really, not nowadays. Quite honest with you, not really. Kind of lost their luster. I'm just telling you, in my opinion. I love that company.
I forgot about this news here.
Oh yeah, great news.
X Transbots has re-released their Scourge or Andrus figure with the swarm of the others. So let's see, they did
It's a
whole
box
bunch
set?
of. Well, you don't have to buy them all if you don't want to. But what you do is you could buy this one, or you could buy all three of these, which are all bundled together. And I think this one's one something, but these by themselves are 400, I believe. I think. So-
Got that premium shiny paint.
yeah,
they-
here we go. They did all Fans Toysy on you.
Oh.
You know, the funny thing is they're calling this their Toon version, and I think their first version looks more Toon than this.
Oh, I
So
agree.
they're getting their fucking streams crossed.
Yep.
Egon.
Did they fix that shitty foot
Yeah,
transformation?
they did.
So there's a
did.
video. If you go find it, Tyler, you can go find. I'll send it to you. They fixed the
Doodle
foot.
I wish
so
we
they
could
say.
show
Wants to
videos
know if
on
they
here.
offered a flex pay on them on extra amounts.
Does it
So-
still come with the Starscream parts?
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh,
So this is Scourge, or the Andrus, and as you can see, it comes with the cylindrical poop emoji, the Matrix, and a Target Master. And there it is in alt mode. We know
Chief
it
of Vector
turns into
Sigma. What are you talking
a space boat. And then here
She
is
only want me for my
Curse, who
space
comes with a cog. This is a transformation cog.
for Universe,
Cog.
right?
Cog. But he also comes with
Was
the
that
poop
Unicron's
emoji.
eye?
Unicron's eye, was it? Oh, okay.
It's Unicron's butthole.
Well, who's this?
It's
Maybe
his
this
ball
one.
Nice.
Wrath comes with Unicron's eye. Is this Unicron's eye or Metroplex's eye?
Metroplex's
Keep
Metro-
fucking around, you're gonna shoot it out. Just saying.
And here is
5
Bane. And look at this, Tyler, just for you.
There you
Bane.
go.
Now, what do these parts look like to you? I
Uh,
think they look sticky.
What a lovely, lovely voice.
And
Dude,
here
how
they
many
are.
pictures of me do
applied.
you have, Anstey?
It's very creepy.
I don't remember the wings. I remember having the head and the shoulders. Are the wings new?
This is the Red Bull version.
You probably just never got it out of the box.
Give
Probably.
me wings. Red Bull gives me wings.
He does.
Nobody. All right.
And it lights up. The accessories light up. The head lights up. And
It's
the
a-
eye lights up.
It's a great fucking figure, but I don't know why. And I know they're doing it for the quick money, but they're labeling it Toon version. But to me, this is not Toon version. This would fall into the stylized, fans toys type thing. Their first one to me was Toon because it was simple colors, bright colors. So I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
Maybe
man.
this is Blu-ray tune.
All right.
Is that Nerf football? Is that from the same
Little
episode
boy
where
blue.
Prime was
We
dunking
needed
it?
the money.
No.
Spike
It looks like it has the whistle on the side of it too.
And this segment is brought to you by
is brought to you by Agabucks.com. Visit Agabus today for all your masterpiece and third-party needs. $5.95 flat rate shipping, free shipping on orders over $150 in Agabucks, your same as cash reward system. Visit Agabus.com today and check them out on social media.
Thanks, Hanny.
What do you got new at Agabus this week?
Oh, we got some things. We got a sticky Mirage from Iron Factory.
Whoa.
The stealth version. Stealth
Super
sticky.
Except
That
for
looks like super sticky.
Except for the tires. They'll see them rolling.
Yep. And we got the Magic Square Sound Blaster, which comes with Laserbeak. There
So
it
that's
is.
the reason everybody's buying is to get Laserbeak?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's how they
Oh,
did
cool.
it.
Nice move. Classic move.
Typical third party.
we
Play
got
right there.
the Magic Square toy version of Reflector. There you
So
go.
good.
And we got a re-release of MP39 Sunstreaker.
All right.
Nice.
That's it. That's all there
Cool
is.
deal. How did he do? I wasn't keeping up.
Well, we paused a couple of times. We had some banter. It was close.
Yeah. Try again next
Close.
week. Well, what do you guys think? Getting the news done so we can talk about other stuff?
Oh, I thought we were gonna go to bed early.
Intros, what you get. News intros, what you get in probably about an hour, roughly an
Yeah,
hour,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
Poppy's picks in roughly about an hour.
That's right. So that means we got realm time. That means we're gonna have some great interaction with our family here in the realm in the chat. We are gonna be talking about G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe Classified and the stuff that happened this past week around G.I. Joe. So,
Sorry.
yeah, I've got some screen share action here for us. Let me get it ready here.
Why are you
All
doing
right,
that?
rocking and rolling.
There it is.
There is the ETR. So, once again, shout out to Frosted Flakes for the logo love here. Actually, I was like, hey, could you make this? Because the kid does have like a certification in graphic design now. I'm like,
Good
yeah,
to know. Good to know.
whipped it out. Whipped it out in like 20 minutes. So, even with me over his shoulder saying, do this, do that, do this, do that. So let's talk about this classified line. First of all, how many of you guys are in on this? I know.
I am.
Yeah, I am. Brian, I know you are. Dust, you're kind of cherry picking.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little,
cherry
aren't you?
picking. Probably gonna do mostly the villains. I would
Gotcha.
think.
I am also
Oh.
cherry picking.
I'll
Well,
probably do the same as well.
I'm buying everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at you.
I'll buy any redheaded figure they put out. It seems.
Yeah, well, there's some good news for you because I know how you like the ladies. So, all right, first up, this is the quote unquote released figures. So, so this is the ones they showed. You know, Snake Eyes. There's a second version of him on top of the box set version, the all black version. Duke, Roadblock, Scarlet, and Destro. I've gotten these three.
Wow,
And-
Duke looks like Val Kilmer.
I
there
was
from,
just
like,
thinking
from
that
Heat.
exact same thing, Doug.
you know,
Looks like Val Kilmer in the early days before he bloated
yeah.
and started doing 50-cent movies for $1.
It's different. That head sculpt's got a serious case of the angles like a Jerry Seinfeld date, but yeah, you know, I bought the premium membership on Hasbro Pulse specifically for this line. Yet Amazon had these. It looks like going to be a month before they did.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty fucking.
Which is-
that shit sucks, man.
So hopefully, you know, if there's some exclusives and whatnot. I know I've gotten all the Joe characters except the Snake Eyes already through Amazon. I don't know if I'll keep my Hasbro orders or not, but I may just get them anyways. I don't know how wide this line's going to go out. I don't know if it's going to be fully, you know, Walmart and Target. Based on some stuff we're going to look at tonight, it looks like it is, but you know, my Walmart's probably supposed to also carry Star Wars figures, and I think they have 4 of the same figure.
Yeah, do you
That's gonna
notice that?
happen.
Like, it's getting smaller. The Star Wars section is getting smaller. It's like 2 feet, if that. Now,
If that, yeah.
Some what kids are into, man. They're into video games and these, you know, streamers and all this stuff. So it's just a different world now. So This guy popped up middle of the week. Dust, do you want to run the number on the screen for some calls, or you want to get through this first?
Yeah, why don't we get through this, and then we'll
Okay.
open up the lines to
Now-
everybody out there.
Wasn't there some hubbub about the
Hey,
colors being
We're
wrong?
gonna get to all the hubbub.
Whoa,
I
whoa.
promise.
Thieving the thunder.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Thunder.
hubbub time
Put it
here on
in your
ETR.
So this
Feeling it.
this guy, this version of Cobra Commander in the more navy and black uniform showed up, through the normal channels as they do, and then the box images, and then like a diorama style image. Then this happened. So there's an app called Network. It's NTWRK, and by all signs pointing, it was that this was going to be an exclusive colorway released specifically through the Network app. So the Network app is be honest, Tyler, it feels very sneaker like. It's slick like Notify Me in stock, just like the Nike sneakers app.
And
it
is
feels
this-
a lot like that to me.
Is this like Hasbro affiliated, or is this something else?
So I did a little research on the Network. The Network is, if you go on there, most of what they're dropping are exclusive T-shirt designs, and they have sneakers. They've had Yeezys and Jordans and things like that as a release. They do a lot of Funko Pops and things like that on there as well. Hasbro, that I can tell, is not affiliated with this at all. It is partially owned by Live Nation. I think LeBron James has some share in it in some capacity. So,
Oh yeah, we're gonna blame him for all that shit.
well,
All you nerds.
I'm just saying, people were like, "Oh, it's a scam. I've never heard of it." It is. It's been around for about a year now. It just hasn't been on our radar because we're not collecting any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So you had to download the app, put in your information. They had a deal where if you had someone's code, you got $15 credit. So a lot of people did that, and thanks everybody who used my code. So this is the figure that they showed that was going to be available. This is the figure that during your attempt to check out, there was a guy like half-ass reviewing this figure, playing with it, but it was very clearly this color scheme.
Yes.
Very clearly this color scheme.
What was in?
And
What
here's
was in
the
your
full
box?
box art and release and everything. I mean, obviously it's more of a cartoon colorway
Yes.
with the light blue, which I think they're both really sharp, and I'll be happy to have both of them at some point in time.
See, I didn't like the stylized version, but that light blue I was really into that because it really brought me in.
Yeah. So this is what it showed. Pre-order item ship September 15th, $22.99. And then this pops up right around the time. So it says 7:41 p.m. It came out at 8 o'clock for order. The final
Yeah.
deco will be the version in the diorama image below, very clearly the dark blue one. We initially received the sample version, light blue, and our last posts for this drop are officially from Hasbro. So then that leaves you with this issue. Is the blue one going to be the standard and the dark is the exclusive? Or is that going to be some sort of Comic-Con release or whatever that ends up being? So very, very upset people because the app was, I'll be honest, the app worked fine for me. I bought multiples one at a time and had no issues whatsoever. I had one payment fail and the rest of it just went through slick as butter. But Dust, I know you said it never showed a
Yeah.
checkout button.
Yeah, I was right there, Johnny, on the spot when I went live, and I selected it, but it just wouldn't let me scroll down to that checkout. Everything
Wow.
was all loaded, locked and loaded, and ready to go. And I was on my my Samsung. I was on my my S7, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, I saw some other people who had issues with like their payment history or their payment would get blotted. I was just gone. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. I know that a lot of people aren't happy about the way they did this. And I would imagine it was some sort of deal where Hasbro had to release something on this app, and they're like, "Well, let's
Yeah.
do this."
Well, I really hope it's not a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Well, I
Because
mean,
because that would be really fucking shitty that they're showing this, and then you're gonna get the dark version that's gonna be on pegs.
I actually
know?
like
Right.
the dark. I actually like the dark blue.
I did too.
No, I like it too. I like both of them, but it's just kind of I don't know. The whole way it rolled out was just shitty. was just like, oh man, you got everybody to download this app. That, let's be honest, the majority of the people buying this aren't interested in high-end limited edition
Yeah, yeah.
sneakers and $400 T-shirts and.
It's sort of like with
other-
the Mezco app, right? Isn't like the Mezco site the same way? Once they release things, it gets crazy and crashes, and people can't get things.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Because the nerds just swarm. Everybody
Well,
just
that's-
swarmed into it.
I mean,
I
that's
don't-
everything, though.
I don't think people, Tyler, it's funny. I often, anytime something like this occurs, I'm like, yep, it's just like trying to buy sneakers.
Sneakers or your resin printer you went after the other day,
That's right.
Or,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
Anything.
FYI, when using your phone, sometimes you have to turn your phone sideways, and all of a sudden buttons show up on the
I
screen.
tried
you
that.
didn't see
I
before.
tried that. I tried to go into the other mode, in landscape mode. It just didn't do anything for me.
Just
I
has a
couldn't get
toy
past
shop.
that one spot.
Yeah, it
I'm-
has
I
what toy
tried
shops
multiple
do.
times.
I mean, just reading this tweet, I would assume that the dark blue is going to be the exclusive and the light blue is going to be the retail drop.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah, either way, I'm fine with it. So let's move on to some other cool stuff that happened GI Joe related. There's a GI So there's a GI Joe website now, and it has a shit ton of bios. So we're just going to take a look at the characters that they have up so far. And it's a good bit. I mean, this isn't
barbecue.
necessarily
Wow.
this isn't necessarily indicating that they're making these characters, but why else would they be on this website?
Right. Yeah.
So
Chuckles,
and you'll notice,
really?
yeah, you'll notice some different art styles here. So the barbecue art seems to be more the classic art from the classic box.
Yeah,
Whereas
cool.
Chuckles and CoverGirl are more of a comic image.
Comic-y, yeah. It looks like
Yeah.
IDW shit.
So that's cool that those guys are coming out. And you can click on each one of those, and it's got a classified card, with some bio information and whatnot.
And this is the Hasbro site?
This is, I think it's GIJoeClassified.com. I may be wrong about that.
Okay.
GIJoe.hasbro.com.
Yeah, there you go. So here's Doc in the classic illustration, Duke in the brand new illustration. So that's the box art, and then Dusty and Flint in the comic stuff. So
Yeah, they're all over the place here.
That Duke
Yeah.
is Alex Ross style. That Duke.
yeah, getting some new designs here and stuff. So
The box art is very similar, though. It's all different art styles.
yeah, the box
Oh,
art
really?
looks really
The
good.
box
Yeah.
art, they do a bunch of things around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
it looks-
box art is great. I mean, I'm throwing the boxes away, but they look really good.
They do. Yeah.
That gung ho looks like shit. That's
So
a terrible pic.
there's Gung Ho, Hawk, Helix, which I'm not really familiar with Helix. Anybody?
Jinx.
And then Jinx, very heavily deco, so it'll be interesting to see how that comes out.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't take anything as final artwork until you get these slick images like we got for Roadblock here. So Lady J, are you counting the female characters, Brian?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know if these are all going to be released. I think they're just throwing some sort of fiction on the site for
I'm
people
not
to
familiar
follow.
with Helix. I don't know what that's
Well, we'll
about.
see some things in a minute. That
Because
might, that might change
this
your
is a
mind
lot
bit.
of. They're all over the place here.
So Lady J,
Yeah.
Ripcord, Roadblock, Rock and Roll with his, I love that he's
but-
still got the beard, but he's got the tattoos.
That roadblock is the same picture from the box art.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a telltale sign. There's a couple.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Yep.
they show.
Yeah.
So here's Scarlet Sci-Fi, which I've totally forgotten about Sci-Fi until I saw this. Snake Eyes Stalker looks really good. I can't believe they didn't change his name from "Hey, it's that Stalker guy." And then of course you got Wild Bill, and then of course coming soon here. So there's obviously going to be some more, but it was really cool, and we can take a look at the Cobra side now. So
Wait, doesn't Wild Bill, does that indicate that they're going to make the Tomahawk for HasLab?
well, he didn't drive the Tomahawk.
Oh, fuck me. I don't know anything about G.I. Joe.
He
But
drove
he
I
drive
don't-
the Havoc?
He had
No,
the
it-
helicopter.
the first helicopter, but it wasn't the Tomahawk.
Oh.
So let's look at the Cobra side of things. Some of these are pretty cool. That there's this is Alley Viper art, which seems to be modern drawn art. It's nothing old. A bat, which I could see them doing these both for some army building action. The Baroness, this art looks great.
That
And
looks like a cosplay.
It does.
it
The
does.
Baroness.
Yeah, it's really good. So we get the first tease of the Dreadnoks here. Here's Buzzer, of course, Cobra Commander, Cobra Trooper, and Viper. The army building that will be happening. Destro, Firefly, which I hope they do his is camouflage costume.
I'm sorry. I was just in the lavatory. Shout out to
that's
lavatory. And I had a thought. Maybe can these be pictures of their 3 3/4 line? Also,
Of the
because
old,
they are doing the 3 3/4 line too. So maybe they're going to be pushing a larger release on all these characters on the 3 3/4.
So from what I understand, the 3
Because this is a
3/4
lot. This is a lot for the 6.
Yeah.
From what I understand, the 3 3/4 line is going to be basically a retro 3 3/4 carded line, like original style figures.
Oh, like what they did back in the day with the Star Wars and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's a 3. So basically, it's like the Joes you have, but it's going to be the original card art and the original figures.
The original figures from like back in the day. So wow, that's
Right.
kind of interesting, man. That'd be kind of cool. It's gonna fuck up the value on the originals, but
Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean,
what are you gonna do?
yeah.
Shout out to
exactly.
O-rings in the house. Not
Yeah,
O-rings, O-rings. Yeah,
change-
O-rings.
Do you think they'll
Change
have
many of an O-ring.
straight arm Snake Eyes and regular Snake Eyes?
Hey, that'd be great if they didn't have the swivel arm. So
Come on. Gotta have
Major
that
Blood, the Red Ninja Viper here, and then Ripper, of course, another Dreadnought, and Road Pig. Sand Scorpion, that's a very odd character. I don't know about that one. But,
Don't remember that one.
Scrap Iron,
Get over here.
Storm Shadow,
Road
which
Scorpion.
there's been some cool art that showed up on him as well. There's a G.I. Joe official Instagram now that's got some cool images that I did not quite get to, but it's similar to this stuff. Of course, Tomax and Zaymont. That's the original box art, but it'd be cool to get a set of them. Torch, Zorana,
Oh yeah.
and Zartan.
Classified files.
And then there's more coming. So let's take a peek at upcoming releases. So Walmart and Target have some store listings, and they've got some. We got 2 pages of these to look at. So Major Blood, Zartan, Flint,
nice.
Barbecue, and Lady J appear to round out the second wave of figures. That's 5, but they only did 5 in the first one with a double pack of Snake Eyes. So I would guess it's going to be a double pack of Zartan. If I'm guessing, and I'm just speculating. What do you guys think about that for a second wave assortment?
I dig it.
I'm good with the Major Blood, Zartan. Flint, Lady J, Barbecue's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for put in there.
He's
but
like the outlier.
Yeah, but you know, if you go back and watch the episodes, he did have a lot of fucking time in there. But wasn't he like season 2? He was more like a season 2 character.
He was
later
season
on?
2, yeah. So
Yeah,
he was
so-
season 2. Yeah,
Now,
him and Leatherneck. I've been going back and watching. So Hasbro has basically a live stream of GI Joe that plays constantly on
Yeah.
net.
I always catch it around the same episode.
I do too. I was watching. I'm like, I saw this last the Weather
Okay, whatever.
Dominator. I
It's
just
always
saw
the
this.
episode where they go back into the mirror universe, where and it was a great episode where they go through some sort of time warp, and there's like an alternate universe where Cobra takes over and kills all the GI Joes and stuff. It's a great episode.
Oh yeah, I forgot
That's
about
a
that.
really good app. And I always seem to just land on that one every time I click it.
So apparently, through reading all this, they've started a new GI Joe comic, and it's basically the premise that it's a world where Cobra rules and GI Joe is like, they're hiding and trying not to get, still fighting but not get all killed and stuff. So
Oh wow.
might be worth checking out.
I like
Well-
how they're keeping the
That's exactly what
the
I just
couples
said.
together. Like wasn't Flint and Lady J, weren't they an item? And same thing
Well,
with Duke and
Yeah,
Scarlet.
Well, you thought they were, so.
Yeah, there was a little tension
I might have been
there.
young, but I could pick up on innuendo.
Yeah, I picked up on the tension. Too.
All right, so and then these are in the systems. Code names for code names, maybe. So we got Carpenter Ant, Scorpion, Mantis, Dragonfly, Horsefly, Rhino Beetle, Ladybug, Carpenter Bee, Mountain Lion, Puma, Foxtrot, and Leopard. Now, if you don't know this, they do this kind of stuff for the Star Wars figures when they're going to release, especially if there's a movie and they don't want to spoil anything. They always have code names for them.
Is that like when a movie is filming and they put like some foreplay name on it? You know what I mean?
Like Blue Harvest, for example.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So these are just basically placeholders in the Walmart system.
Dragonfly, you know that's Wild Bill.
That was the name of the airplane or the helicopter. Thank you
Yes,
very
it
much.
was.
Man, look at I wouldn't have caught that one.
Oh yeah, I was a big Joe guy. when I was growing up.
Yeah, I mean, this was my thing when I was a kid. I had way more Joes than I did anything else. I
Yeah.
think at one point,
Wow.
me and my brother had over 100 figures, which seems
Mountain Foxtrot.
so.
All right, this is gonna be fun to decipher. I'm gonna check
Yep.
this out later on.
All right,
I was
that
gonna
is,
say-
I think that's all I got.
I was gonna say watch him be new characters to expand the universe.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah. There you go.
Even
All
how
right.
that goes.
So we're gonna open up the phone lines here.
look at that phone lines.
Let's run the number on the screen here. If you don't have it saved in your phone from last
Brian,
week.
you got that?
There we go. So you can call us now live at 862 251 6162. 862 251 6162. Call in and talk about G.I. Joe. What do you guys think
how
about?
you feel about this line? Yeah, let them know.
What are you guys feeling about the way they're going with this?
I am not a.
I think
a
the
super
figures
big-
they've released so far look pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job with the update to them.
Yeah.
You know, making them more relevant. Because if they had just released them as they were, I think they wouldn't have gotten a lot of interest. That being said, I don't really see, maybe on Hasbro Pulse, but I don't really see these things like sold out. Like, remember there was that mad rush, and but it's like, oh, everyone's getting this stuff now. Can I still buy this stuff? I went out to Amazon. I'm like, oh, they're all still here. Great. Let me go
Yeah.
pick them up. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean they're like Destro's sold out most places.
Okay.
and
Yeah,
Snake
Destro is the
Eyes
one I'm definitely looking for.
seem to be absent as well. So I think it's going to really depend on the character, you know, and obviously, you know, bless their hearts, these female characters just are not the ones that move, and they never seem to be, except Brian Brink. He gets them all.
He gets 7 of each. And then short pack them. That's all. Short pack them.
So yeah, and I've got the Snake Eyes so far. I just opened the Scarlet while Chris, while you were doing your presentation, and you know, I'm really kind of fascinated about how they have changed the articulation from a typical Marvel Legends to give you drop down hips and things like that. It kind of homages the old figure, the way they swivel at the waist and everything like that too. It's pretty
Yeah.
clever.
I wish they would have come up with a double jointed elbow, and some of it. I mean, like that knife sheath on her chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool feature, but it really ruins the possibility of doing anything with that.
Can always
Well, what's funny was,
crossbow.
he's like, Brian, when we saw the Cobra Commander, Brian says, he's got tinfoil in his hand.
yeah,
Some of the
that gun.
weapons, it's just some of the weapons and some of the way things are, it just doesn't, I mean, that holster on Destro is just like, wow. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll give him credit. A pet peeve of mine is a figure coming with more. I mean, with so many accessories, you don't know what to do with them, so you end up losing them or whatever. But you know, like Duke comes with several things, and it's all attached to it. You can put the binoculars on his hip, you know, which is an homage to. They went around his neck, like his, you know, he's got a holster for his pistol. He can hold his gun decently because he's got the butterfly joints and everything. The backpack is, it's funny, as one of the kids was looking at it, it's like, oh, he's got a shovel. I'm like, yeah, that's because he originally had a shovel on his backpack. So you know, and that's things like, you know, I noticed that immediately. I'm like, oh, that's dope they put that on there.
So would you guys, since I don't have them at hand, and I know a lot of people haven't got them yet, would you say they're on par with Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series?
If at minimum, yeah. I mean, I think it's, you know, Hasbro's done some redesigns on Marvel Legends, and obviously the Black Series stuff has definitely gotten better, especially the face sculpts and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, that Snake Eyes figure is great though. The articulation they built into it, it's getting close to an import. You know, like Roadblock's kind of clunky. He doesn't move around that much, but it's a bigger buck. And his gun is just dumb big. I mean, it's cool, but it's like, what are you supposed to do with this?
He's the heavy gunner, man. He always
I know,
had that
but
big
it's
thing.
like it's a rail gun. It's huge.
Yeah. I got
So-
that. I finally got the Snake Eyes from Jisk, and it's what a beautiful set. I opened it up, and it's like I just don't want to open that fucking thing. It just looks so nicely done.
Yeah,
So
I took the
I'll-
figure out and kept everything else in there. You know. armed
Now,
and
is the
ready.
figure that's in there going to be the same as the retail figure that they're releasing, or is it going to be a different
No.
one?
So color wise, so the one that's in the box set has kind of like a tan or gray colored pants, and it comes with the Uzi, the trademark Uzi, and the retail version is all black, has some different paint apps, and does not come with the Uzi, which a lot of people were sore about that.
Huh. Okay.
But it's easy enough to find another gun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So maybe I'll just sit on that and just fuck with the retail version. By the way,
Yeah.
guys, if you want to call in and talk to us right now live, let us know how you feel about this G.I. Joe classified line. Just give us a call at 862-251-6162. If you've been calling and not getting through, let me know so I can make sure this app is working properly. So that might be the issue. So, but,
it might
G.I.
be.
Joe, man, it's a big deal.
Do you guys?
or maybe you guys just don't want to call in. It's all good. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck this guy. Fuck that guy.
What'd you say, Jose?
Do you guys think this is gonna be? Do you think it's nostalgia driving the popularity of this line now, or do
yeah.
you think it could be sustained without having vehicles?
Vehicles. So there's a listing in, I believe, Target System for a figure with a bike. There is a Snake Eyes movie that's supposed to come out. They're already pushing towards it, and it appears that's going to be part of that line. Whether that's going to be part of the 6-inch line or if it's going to be, just a standalone product, maybe 3 3/4 or whatnot.
That cover girl art had a bike in it.
Did it? Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't notice that.
Wow.
Maybe.
Equalizer.
Yeah.
I mean, like I know with the original figures, like the vehicles were so ingrained with like the rest of the toy line. So without having that aspect, like here, I was wondering if a lot of people were gonna feel that was missing from the current line.
That's been from what I've always heard, one of the big holdups about this line going to retail as a 6 inches. It was so dependent on the vehicles and the play sets, and I mean, I don't know that they're gonna release many. If you look historically at the Star Wars stuff, and you got let's look at it this way.
Yeah.
3 3/4 Star Wars when we were kids. What was one of the most important aspects of that? These giant ass ships, right? The Millennium Falcon, the X-wing. Well, we've gotten a TIE fighter, and it basically rotted on shelves and sold for probably cost most places. So
did dewbacks and land
Well,
speeders.
here's the thing: if they're doing the
Right.
classic 3 3/4, don't you think maybe they're going to do some classic vehicles again? Would you guys be cool with that, or
here's the deal: like the His
didn't they
tank,
do that
I believe,
before?
is listed.
Didn't they do that before?
Well, they've released. Let's just use the His tank as an example, and I'm not a GI Joe historian, and don't get me to lying, but I guarantee you that they probably released that same His tank mold in different colors or variations a dozen times over the years, minimum. So apparently there is a listing with these new figures for a His tank. So I mean, look, we go to NJCC. If you want to buy a His tank, right, Brian? There's buckets of His tank.
Yeah.
So from a nostalgia standpoint, I don't really know what that does.
Yeah.
I'd just love to get the classic figures on the classic cards, and
Yeah, I would think.
I'll
I would-
line my fucking room with them here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
sell my 20th anniversary and just do those if they're gonna do them all, man. Just it'd be
From a-
nice.
Yeah. I mean, from a collector standpoint, I mean, it really is mainly about the characters and the figures, because I mean, that's what we're relating to more as older collectors. I mean,
Well, look-
vehicles are for kids, man. That's what they're for.
Like tricks.
Yeah.
The pedophile
mean-
rabbit.
G.I. Joe seemed to have a lot of smaller vehicles, though.
They did a good job with like that $7 to $10 price point for a small, like the Trouble Bubble and the
I like the trouble bubble.
yeah.
Well, that's
It
kind
was always an
of
awesome thing.
that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, I could see Tomac and Zaymont like with Trouble Bowls, right? But thinking back to Star Wars, I don't remember a bunch of small vehicles with Star Wars.
No,
Like we had little bases.
Hold on,
Or-
we got a call here.
What's up?
You there?
I'm here.
What's up, Matt? Beansy's here. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Not much. What's going on?
Welcome
fellas?
to ETR,
Hey,
man.
Yeah. I dig the new layout. Let's
We'll get there.
bullshit. Yeah,
We'll get there. WIP, as they say.
let's do that bullshit. Yeah, it's a work in progress.
So, what do you
Baby
think,
steps.
man? You in for this classified joints?
Yeah, I'm kind of like G.I. Joe is like my love, like Transformers really pales in comparison. I had tons of G.I. Joe shit. I had the vehicle, like tons of guys. That was like a thing. It was like at the end of the week, if my brother and I behaved, we got a fucking G.I. Joe.
Yep.
Which sometimes happened, sometimes didn't. But that was kind of the way of it. I'm kind of all in on. I went all in on the first wave, not because I'm particularly attracted to any of those characters. That none of them are my favorites, but I want them to make more shit. So
Destro is not one of your favorite characters?
No one likes
really.
the bad guys.
Wow, I like the bad guys. I guess
I like. Give me the dreadnoughts. I want fucking dirty, grimy fucking.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the dreadnoughts right off the fucking bat, man. You
Well,
gotta
what
get the.
do you think when we get Zartan, we'll get him with his skiff and his color? I was watching that.
God.
I was watching it this week with Charlie, my little guy, and Zartan was on there, and I was explaining to him how excited I was to get that because I could take him outside. And he changed colors.
You
and
put
how
him in-
exciting!
Right.
Wasn't it you put him in the freezer, he turned blue or something like that, and you put him in the
In the
sunlight, he
no,
changed.
in
the sunlight.
Put him in the
Sunlight, he
sun.
changed color too.
It was the sun, yeah. And
Yeah.
he came with. I was explaining. It's like, yeah, and he came with this little. It was like this bearded face. It was in his backpack.
The backpack, yeah.
Put it on. So I'm excited to see if they do that. Maybe that'll be one they'll do. Maybe that'll be a $35-$40 piece.
Well,
That'll
even
come
the
with the
20th
figure.
anniversary, it came with a mini skiff on the card. If you
Right.
remember, the 20th anniversary, 25th anniversary came with a mini skiff right on the card. So I remember going to there was a toy store, off-brand toy store over on it was over by the Brookline Projects on Flatlands Avenue down by East New York and Starrett City. Toys and Things, it was called. And man, that was my G.I. Joe spot, man. I
Toys
remember
and things
Yep.
from
It's
the
called
people who brought
Toys
you
and Things.
the people who brought you food and stuff.
Yes, food and stuff. It was actually near a Pathmark, which had the no frills line. Remember the no frills with the white?
No.
And,
Oh, at the
all
try
right,
and
well, I
save.
do. Shout to Repo Man.
Did you say try and
Try and
say?
save.
Yeah, that's the Simpsons pull.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
I remember getting the sled, and it was just like I just saw the episode where Zartan frees Cobra Commander from the Joe jail, and they're going through the Everglades, and he's like, Zartan, slow down. And you hear the music in the background. Oh man, it's just memories, man.
I was watching that. And my wife heard the. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. She's like, "What is that?" I was like, "It's the music from G.I. Joe. It's like some smooth jazz."
And you always remember that they played that Zartan music.
Yeah, he had his own little noise.
Yeah, yeah.
But here's a question for you. What the fuck was on Zartan's head? What is it? It's not hair. Is it? It's a hood, but
I
it
thought it
drapes
always
over
was
his
a hood.
shoulders
It's a
like
hood.
hair.
To me, it was a hood.
It's a hood.
I always thought it was hair when I was a kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris froze. Oh, you had a crazy.
I don't know how far did I get in my Zartan hair rant.
You just said, what did he have on his head? Hair or?
Yeah,
was it
what
hood?
was that? What? It doesn't
I say
make
a
any
hood.
It's a hood.
I'm saying hood.
Hood all
Okay.
day. Hood all
But
day.
do you guys agree, hood?
It drapes really.
I thought it
weird.
was hair when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Really? But it's weird.
I
What
thought it
does
was
it
hair,
connect
too.
to? What does it connect
know,
to?
right?
No, but I thought I don't know.
He's
I
got
haven't
a,
watched
like-
it forever, but I
he's
thought
got,
it
like,
had
this
like a
little
part
vest
down
thing.
the middle.
That's like a Trump. That's like a Trump style toupee.
If you
That's
give me
what it
two,
is.
if you give me
like-
2 minutes, I'll come back with hair just like that.
So
Right.
So it's funny, he was the master of disguise, yet the Baroness was the one tricking everybody forever before he came around.
No, typical.
And in G.I. Joe, let's see.
Yeah, but Zartan could only,
Damn.
Cobra's a bunch of buffoons,
Zartan
but
could
G.I.
only do
Joe.
the night ops.
What's
You know,
Say again?
Zartan could only do night ops.
I
night
guess
ops.
maybe that's it.
Zartan could, because he couldn't
Yeah.
go out in the daylight. Otherwise, they'd be like, "Who the fuck is this Smurf lurking around?"
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
because
that is true.
yeah.
Fucking
Well,
blue.
because what was it? The original Bigfoot was like when he goes into sunlight, he turns blue.
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
Yeah, and it, like,
yeah, they
First
show
it was
that.
That was in the
first thing.
that was in the commercials before they made the actual fucking the story for it. But yeah, that was a great
Yeah.
set, man. So Matt, you in for this new set?
Yeah, I really am. Like I said, GI Joe is my love. I feel like the vehicle, with the scale, the vehicles are going to be tough to pull off. We might get a Trouble Bubble, the Ferret, the AEW Striker, but we're not going to get anything bigger than that. We're just not.
So if you
you're
could,
all about
if you
the
could see
G.I.
one
Joe
vehicle,
vehicles,
Matt, if you could see one vehicle, Matt, what would you want?
I want Sergeant Slaughter's fucking Warthog, or let me amend that, the Tomahawk helicopter.
Oh wow! See,
Wow,
Ooh.
come on,
He's
dude.
shooting for the stars. I'm gonna say one of the ones you said, and it was probably my favorite vehicle was the Striker.
Yes, for sure.
Or the Vamp.
Yeah,
the Vamp was pretty awesome too. The
I
classic
like the Skyhawk.
Vamp.
What about the Thunder
I
Machine?
always like the Skyhawk.
Man.
The
You
Thunder
get lost
Machine,
in
half
the
Camaro, half Vamp. What was it?
Yep.
Oh
With
yeah.
a machine gun on the front.
Yeah, with a
good shit.
Batman turbo booster in the back.
Yeah, straight up Road Warrior shit.
Yeah, dude.
Dreadnought style. Yeah, I don't think, like, I'd be surprised if we get anything bigger than the Striker. And I remember having that as a kid, and it actually had a fucking suspension. You could like
Not a regular
around
suspension.
a little. A fucking suspension.
Right.
Yeah, I love the Striker.
But-
I had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, I
That was
think
a
if
fun
you're really
vehicle.
into the vehicles, you're going to be kind of ass out on this line, and you might want to wait till they go and release the vintage shit, because it just doesn't make sense cost wise, plastic wise. Let's be honest, it's only going to be old fucks like me that are going to be buying this. Kids aren't going to buy any of this stuff.
Well,
Well,
here's
I'm shocked.
here's a theory here. What about third parties doing these vehicles?
Dude,
That would be something different.
they could clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I know
Yeah,
like
but the
there's
cost is still going to be high.
Well,
What do you think they would charge for a jet, like a third party jet? Like, honestly,
In one
two bills
one
at least,
12th
right?
scale.
yeah, it would be $200-$300 easy. I mean, there's
Right.
people 3D printing like the Razor Crest in 12th scale right now for the Mandalorian.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so-
that's the thing. The sheer size of things at a 1/12 scale is another thing that may be steering them away from it. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, look at the Black Series stuff. The Tie Fighter didn't do too well. You saw it
right?
on clearance
It's
racks and-
huge. It's huge.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean
huge.
to be fair though, that it wasn't the classic TIE Fighter.
True. It
You
wasn't
think that
sold as
turned
a
people
classic
off?
I looked at it a couple times, and I think if it was like the original trilogy TIE Fighter, I would have been much more inclined to pick it up
I mean,
and make an end table out of it.
I'll be perfectly honest.
a
Baby
great
tore one
idea.
apart
Coffee table?
and painted it original trilogy colors. It looks great. It's not hard to do. It's plastic. It's not anything difficult. It's just
Yeah,
take
you know,
a
it,
minute to take it apart. You know what I
it-
mean? But it's
right.
huge. It's big, so it's not hard. To tear it apart and repaint it is really not difficult at all because of the sheer size of it.
Right.
right, but Joe consumer, no pun
Right,
intended,
right,
is not
right.
going to be interested in doing that.
Yeah.
Right,
know?
and then also the other issue is space.
Mhm.
Everybody's got kind of a finite space, and if you think about all the Joe vehicles,
Right.
you're gonna have the space shuttle thing. Like, how big would that be?
No, I wouldn't think-
right,
that-
right.
That'd
I'd
be
have to-
$1,000.
I'd have to rent an
You want a
apartment and
USS
keep
flag to throw in your swimming pool?
Exactly what I was just thinking.
Right.
Hey, if it gets me to work, I'm in.
it. Hey, that would be a backyard playset to build for the kids because
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it just
listen,
hangs out on the deck.
exactly with 3D printing and everything. I mean, there may be some cool shit that pops up sooner than later around the Joe line.
Yeah, but
I'm
I don't
definitely
think that's
excited
going
to
to be
see.
widespread marketplace. It's not going to. It's going to be, like you said, third party. Special custom. It's not going to be. I could see HasLab doing a couple of things, but I think that's going to be super, super limited. And then you also have to think too. That with the equipment that the Joes came with, they're not like Roadblock's got that weird ass laser gun.
Right, the
I
railgun.
think With today's climate, like politically kind of speaking, you know, selling F-17 jets,
Right.
F-16 jets to kids. It's, you know, I feel like they're really straying away from that.
Yeah.
I think you might see like a trouble bubble, like some of the kind of like futuristic smaller vehicles. Like I could see them selling a Ferret, you know, the little four-wheeler.
What was that thing that
Yeah.
Cobra Commando had? Like the motorized hang glider. Was it
Trouble
the
bubble.
No, that was the Claw. Was it called the Claw?
Yep. Yeah.
It was the white thing that put
the glider.
It was
thing.
kind of like it was a glider that wasn't a glider. I always
All
loved
right.
that,
it was
man,
weird.
because that
It was
reminds me of
weird
like the
toy.
first 5 or 6 fucking comics that came out, man.
You know, I
Man,
think
memories, man.
I think you make a really good
Yeah.
point though, Beansy, because like, you know, with HasLab having that opportunity, like they just opened a huge opportunity for themselves with the vehicle releases, you know, if they choose to do so, because like that's
Right.
exactly that vein they could fall into very easily.
Yeah.
Actually,
Right.
In the
Like, I could
meantime,
see a
Tyler,
Dragonfly.
lost my train of thought. Tomcat. Find a Tomcat to print for us.
well, I know Paul said I was drifting. I'm actually doing the exact opposite. Like I'm actually Googling some of these things because I don't like I had Joe's, but I was maybe a dozen. Like I really wasn't like hardcore into Joe, so I keep sitting here and like I'm looking up these vehicles as you guys are talking about them.
Yeah,
I've
the
been
early
doing
Joe
the same
stuff,
thing.
man. That was
You said look up what, Chris?
Oh, the
Tomcat.
Tomahawk.
it was the Sky Striker. Look up the Sky Striker.
Yep.
It's a F-14 Tomcat
Raptor.
with the wings that move backwards.
that
Had
was
the
dope, man.
came with Ace and had the parachute in his. Oh, that was such a good toy.
And
that
you want
was a
this
kind-
in 1/12 scale?
Yeah, let's get busy, buddy. Let's put that printer to work.
You remember those, you remember those big styrofoam jets you used to buy and do
Oh,
loop
yeah,
loops?
yeah,
It would be
yeah.
that size. I remember like for GI Joe for me it was just kind of like a weird time. It was like, you know, we were going through some rough times and like for some reason that Christmas was fucking, it was incredible. Everything. It was like either my mom hit the fucking lottery or she just fucking knocked over a fucking store or some shit. You know what I mean? I just the shit that I got that year, and well, later on I do recall what happened when she got a loan from a family member to make that Christmas a little good for us. But I had everything from the base to the fucking.
Wow.
It was probably in my memory the craziest Christmas that I could remember, other than when I was like super duper young when my father was around. You know, single mom, 3 kids. You know, 80s, money's tight. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just remember I had everything. GI Joe was the shit.
Do you have this base dust?
No, I
I've
didn't
never
have-
seen
no,
that
I
base before
never
in my
had that.
life. What
What is
catalog is that?
I didn't know we were doing. I was looking into the distance.
I've
Thinking
never
of my
seen that
memories.
before. So I know J.C. Penney had the Cobra base. That there it is right there in
Wow,
the background.
that's the
The
penny
cardboard
catalog,
one?
isn't it?
Yeah, I had the GI Joe base. I had that, the carrier. I had
Yeah.
I had the tank. I had the fucking vamp.
Yep.
Everything, man. It was like I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. The Sky Striker. It was the best fucking Christmas ever.
You know how I figured out Santa Claus? That personnel carrier right there. Yeah, I found it in one of my dad's old cars in the garage, and they
Oh,
had a rip in
shit.
the box, and Santa brought the same one. Sorry, kids, if you're listening. Man,
My
and
cousin
that-
had all this
Toys
stuff.
at ATC.
Yeah, that base was so cool, man. I had a lot of this stuff till right before I moved up here. I finally sold the last of it off. But yeah, man, that Sky Striker, ooh, that
was
thing
dope,
goes
man.
hard.
What
And
about
then the
Rattler?
The Rattler, man. The Rattler was fucking awesome. I had the Rattler that year too, man.
and the blackbird with the drone
The
pod
Raven.
on it.
That was the Raven.
The
Raven.
Night Raven. Yeah, the Night Raven.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Shout out to
that
Night
one
Raven.
went hard too.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
think I got a new love, man. Retros. We're going back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I don't see, with the lot, if they do, they scale it down back to the OG style, not the OOG style, which
The
is
OG
like,
triple OG style.
like-
What you talking about? The
which is like a
60s,
hot
12-inch?
toy scale.
Yeah,
with
nah.
the fuzzy, with the Dominic hairstyle.
Yeah, with
you know?
with Dom's hair and beard.
Right. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know, if they go back to that smaller scale, like I think that, you know, I know Josh Fisher is kind of out because the vehicles aren't there and whatever on this current line. But I think if this line does well, and, you know, I think there's a good possibility you'll see that depending on what shape the mold's in. I mean, they're probably wrecked by now, but, you know,
Well,
I think
from
there's a
what
good
I
possibility
understand,
if this,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
yep. No, I think there's a good possibility if the line does really well, and then they kind of, you know, branch off into the, like Star Wars did, and they have, you know, a smaller scale, then you can have all the vehicles, and it's not going to, you know, it's not going to break the bank, and it's more accessible. But, you know, having said that, you know, just the current climate, like, really doesn't lend itself to, you know, a realistic
War toys. Yeah, which is I'm very surprised that they came out with this line, especially without any fiction behind it. So,
I think that
I will. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think that's why I believe that if they did release any kind of vehicles of any, I believe that you're right about the HasLab thing. Absolutely. I think that would be, you know, like only making so many and like the whole deal.
It's collector friendly. It's not out there for the kids to buy. And,
It's not in stores.
It sucks, man. That's how it is.
Well, I mean,
and I think that's what hurt this line for a couple of years. You know, other than like us nostalgic people running in and buying some reissues or redones. You know, like the 25th line and all that. You know, the climate of how it's been. You know.
Well, and the support. I mean, the overall support for the 3 3/4 line. I mean, I remember. I mean, Toys R Us was the only place you bought them, and Toys R Us is gone. But prior to them leaving, like there was a zombie pack that like Cobra Zombie Troops or something. That was the last thing I remember seeing at retail for Joe. And one thing that screwed G.I. Joe up is that last movie. So they put all the merchandise out, and then the movie got pushed back after the movie got pushed back. Before, rather. So you had figures on pegs of characters nobody knew who they were. And when the movie came out, that shit was on clearance already.
Yeah.
So they really screwed the pooch on
now,
that.
with the live-action movie, what'd you guys think?
I need to go back and watch them again.
I'm sorry, Matt, what'd you say? You're a little lower than us. So.
The first one, that first G.I. Joe movie, whoever wrote that could fuck up a wet dream.
Yeah, but you know, it was like a prequel. It was like it was like Cobra was. The only thing that I disagreed about was the way some of these characters looked, like the Cobra Commander and the way I just. But to see how it formed and how it was going on, and I don't know, man. I'm torn because G.I. Joe is such a great fucking franchise.
How do you make it make sense? You know what I mean? Like, okay, we're this terrorist organization. Okay, what's your end goal? To rule the world. Why the fuck would you want to do that? That seems like way more fucking work than it's worth, right? You know,
exactly. So, especially in today's climate.
How do you kind of modernize that? You know? Like, I want to rule the world. Well, go on with your bad self. Good luck with that.
Right.
You know, I
now, didn't this
was garbage? You know, there was some.
Didn't the second one like improve the looks you were talking about?
Yeah, well, yeah, the second one they totally went fucking star status on that, man. They were just like, who could we get in here to make this a bigger blockbuster? Oh, we got The Rock, we got this guy, we got that guy. Fuck it, Bruce Willis is in the house.
Right.
Joe Colton.
I don't know.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't.
It wasn't good, but it did what it was supposed to do.
Right.
You know, it made money.
Yeah.
That's basically.
Do you think they killed Duke off in that second movie in like the first scene? Spoiler alert. Do you think that was kind of a nod to them not killing him off in the cartoon? Like
I was wondering that too. Yeah.
No, I thought it was something with his contract, or he did something different.
I don't remember.
Or something happened where he was doing another movie, or something didn't work out.
Magic Mike.
Something didn't work out on the set, and they were just like, "Fuck it, he's gone."
Yeah.
So supposedly,
it's kind of weird that he was in there for the first 20 minutes and then he's out.
Well, supposedly he was fighting over his contract with whatever production company put that out, and that's why.
It was definitely some money shit, you know.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, hey Matt, thanks for
anyway.
Yeah.
He's from not far from where I'm from, actually. Matt, thanks for calling in, buddy.
No problem. One last thing. Jose's really giving me the LL Cool J vibes today. He needs to get himself a Kangol. If he sends me his address, I'll pick one up somewhere and send it to him.
Was he licking his lips a lot or something? What's going on here?
He was at one point. He was drinking his drink. And
Is
he's
it the
like,
bald head and licking his lips?
Did he do this?
Go, cut creator, go. Dang, go.
Jose's gonna knock you out.
That's right. He might do it.
Hey, if you haven't known, Hurricane BX is that type of guy.
Yeah, exactly.
If you remember that track. Not his best, but if you go back and watch that video now, it's fucking incredible.
Is he going back to Cali, though?
Oh, man. His best song ever. Hey, we're not here to talk about hip-hop.
Come on.
Matt, thank you very much. Beansy.
Yeah, hang up the phone.
All right, guys.
All right, Matt, you out.
Take care, Matt.
One thing I just wanted to say was I really wanted Hasbro to, with this line, to kind of do what like the Netflix Voltron stuff did. Like, get that show out there, put something out there.
Some no fiction, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard, man. Even think about in the '80s, they weren't shooting bullets; they were shooting laser blasts because it's sci-fi. It's not real, and even though they were using real guns, and so it's kind of hard, man. And I know we had Resolute was great, but it was kind of like labeled like an anime. It was for adults or mature audiences. So
I don't know. I just think with a powerful brand, I want them to take it back. I want them to fucking take back Saturday morning.
Take it
just
back.
fucking do it,
I do
man.
too. I do too.
Just be like, look, fuck you all. We're bringing it back.
Yeah.
We're bringing back Saturday morning. And
I-
go to your damn aisle and go buy some toys.
not in this fucking.
It sucks. I miss my Saturday mornings, man.
Yeah.
I do.
You know what? Let's fucking put that on the back burner, man, for Saturday morning cartoons and shit.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah,
and that
absolutely.
reminds me
That
of like
could
an
be
old
something
toy.
cool.
Remember the old toy detox I was on with you guys, and we were talking about Saturday cartoons. Man.
It was Saturday morning cartoons,
Oh,
and
man.
then it turned into Saturday morning cereal.
Yes.
It might be time to revisit that. Yeah. All right, cool. Good convo tonight. Chan,
Yeah,
a lot of things changed, but do you still have your clipboard?
of course I do.
All right. Why don't you tell us
It was
about our...
It was a realm gift. I can't get rid of this.
That's right. You're stuck with it now.
Okay, so tonight we had Toy Mafia, Kenneth A, Nightwingham, Jason L, Antoine, Night of Ren, Nick Lord, Wolfie was in here, Ralph L, Beansy, Beezy, Aaron L, Budanoli, KJ Smith, Jeremy B, Dom, Vinny, Rogue War, Doodle Cheese, EE Prime, Josh F, Buzzsaw Eject, Shay J, Russ the Muss, Chuck, Bot in Disguise, Mandalore, Sam M, Dante Bayo, PF Ferguson, Z-Rock Prime, Decon, Craig R, The Vendetta, Tron Viper, Paul R, and Elias Angel Elias.
Yo, shout out to Craig. It's his birthday.
Yeah.
What up? What up? Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
All right. Let's go around and let everybody know where you are on the internet, Mr. Brink.
Brian Brink in the Facebook groups, at Brinkalizer on Instagram. Tune in 2 more nights this week, and you will see me here pushing buttons.
The American Dream, brother. All right, Dust.
Yo. Dust Mites on Instagram, Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups. Don't forget, Beers on a Boat on Bandcamp. Just go to bandcamp.com. Put in Dust Mites, MIGHTZ, and enjoy it. It's free. Scroll, flow, throw it, download it, enjoy it. Nothing Lasts Forever is coming soon. Soon, as I'm saying. And hanging out. ETR. Let's say it together. ETR. Wow.
It'll
That's
catch
great.
on.
We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
The best part of your Monday.
All right. Jose.
All right, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at HurricaneBX. Check out Verbally Challenge with HurricaneBX. Been on a little hiatus, but a new episode will be out for you soon. And Breaking the Mold tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on this very channel. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
We're recording that Verbally Challenged tonight, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
Chandra Cooper on Facebook, Pocket Wookie on Instagram and Xbox Live. Working the Shelf Gravy with JD and Total Package Podcast on Thursday nights.
All right, Tyler.
Tyler the Collector on Instagram, Tyler Lead on Facebook. And if you want some 3D stuff, or 3D Joe stuff, or some other 3D stuff, go check out my Instagram, 3D_printing_forge. We can work something out.
Wow.
Finally releasing information.
Whoa.
Look at that.
We're doing a few things over there.
I gotta hit buttons.
Actually have a 3D Print Forge and a Crashbox collab coming really soon. Yeah, that's not. I'm not. Cats in bags for that. So, Christopher Pinkerton around the internet, Crashbox Customs on your social media. Make sure you check out CrashboxCustoms.com. We still have the pre-order available for Mythic Pieces set to the door. Thank you everybody who has ordered in the first week. I'm kind of frightened about how many of these damn doors I'm going to have to make, but. Nonetheless, you can also find me on Nerd Rage Radio. Don't forget to check out the Cool Table on Facebook, a group of like-minded podcasts and shows, including this one and many of the other shows here on the Realm of Collectors channel. Make sure you check out Breaking the Mold tomorrow night on this channel here on Tuesdays. Every other Wednesday you get, is it Figure Banging Week?
It was last week.
It was,
It
but
happened.
Oh, well, I don't know. There'll be some content for you on Wednesday night. Then Fridays, you're going to get to the end masterpiece, shit piece theater. So plenty of fun stuff going on. You can find the Realm on Facebook. Facebook group is Realm of Collectors. If you come in, please try to be active and engaged and not just post pictures with no content, no construct. It's just a picture on a counter and come on. Let's try to make it fancy, like I said. You can find us on Instagram at Realm of Collectors. Shout out to Antoine. Steady putting in work over there. And make sure you follow the hashtag Realm of Collectors to see what else the Realm is up to. And our website, I don't even know why I tell people this. It's CrashboxCustoms.com. Fuck you. No, it's RealmOfCollectors.com.
It's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. There's pictures there, and I think, I don't know. Podcasts get hosted.
It looks good on the resume.
It looks
Shop
really good
at
on the resume.
Shop at realmofcollectors.com.
That's right. Yeah,
get your shirts there and stuff.
That's right. You can get a shirt. Our Teespring link is in the description. Probably should come up with some new stuff. Maybe a new logo we just got. Maybe something similar. So, I guess that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Good night.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Say it with me now.